Hi guys, welcome back to Pages of Chelsea. I am your girl Chelsea, and today we're going to be talking about February TBR. It is Thursday, February 6th. My goal is to get this out before the 10th, so I feel like I'm right on track. Okay. If it looks like I have something in my mouth while I'm talking, guys, I got a cough drop. I just had a coughing fit, and I'm really trying to get this done for you guys. So, let's do it. All right. And of course, as always, all the videos that all the books that I do read will be over my shoulder right here with the current covers so you can see exactly what they look like. So if you see something you want, you know what you're looking for. Okay. So the first book that I'm reading actually started was Unshaken by Drea Wales. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but that is the first book. Here is what it looks like in color, and this is what it looks like on the Kindle. Now I know you're like, Chelsea, it's the 6th. Don't you normally give yourself like a week to read a book? I do. But I've been sick. My child's been sick. So it's just been a crazy. I have fuzzies on this mic. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it off. I think this is glitter, like in the styrofoam. So it's just gonna be a part of glittery month. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I started it. We've been sick, so my priorities really haven't been on reading, even though I've been taking my Kindle everywhere. So, with that being said, as of yesterday, I finally got through the first 5 chapters, and it's Thursday, so I'm hoping I'm done with this book by the end of Saturday, at the latest. So I have some ground I need to make up. Basically, what I got from the prologue, because that's all I'm going to tell you because the story is still unraveling, is this is a fantasy book. I'm sorry. This is a black fantasy book with black characters written by a black author. And it's a book that I got. No, this is a Kindle Unlimited book. And basically there was a witch of light, so blessed by angels in this world, not in our world, in the book, that was supposed to be hunting / capturing things of the opposite side of light. So light, dark, that kind of thing. She comes across this being, um, and instead of capturing / offing, she ends up having a tryst, which produces our FMC, Micah. I think her name is Micah. It's spelled Mich, and I don't know if there's a female pronunciation for that, but she is a girl, so I'm just gonna call her Micah because that's what it looks like in the book. Um, Micah's the product of this um illegal, not really illegal, but kind of like forbidden tryst. And Micah is not aware of her beginning. She thinks her parents are her parents. Well, her dad is her dad. Her mom hasn't told anybody. Um, and basically, she's just not doing well in the world of light. She's not getting into the college. Her powers are different from everybody else. And once again, her mom hasn't said anything. So I doubt that her dad knows. So that's kind of where I am in the book of she's not really following the family footsteps. She gets invited to Hell Knight Academy, which is this is Hell Knight Academy Book 1. This is a series. Excuse me, y'all. This is a series. So she gets invited, and that's kind of where I am. She doesn't know why she's invited. She just knows it's better than being looked at as a failure. Excuse me, guys. Um, so I will let you guys know at the end of the month if I like the book, if I'll complete the series, what I think. Moving on. The next book on my list, because I have it written down right here, is The Broken Vow by Katharina Mara. And I know you're thinking, Chelsea, we keep hearing this author. This is book 4 in a 6-book series that she wrote. The series is the Windsor series. And just a brief synopsis, if you're like, 4 out of 6, it must be good. The Windsor series is about 6 siblings who grow up in a family aware that once they reach adulthood, mid 20s, late 20s, that they will be in an arranged marriage. Their grandmother will arrange a marriage for them, and it's something that their family has done for generations, like 5, 6 generations. So each sibling gets a story about how they meet their significant other, how their first 6 months to a year is going, all their trials and tribulations. So the first one is Wrong Bride. The second one is Temporary Wife. The third one is oh gosh, I don't remember, guys. But there's a third one, and then this one is Broken Vow. I remember the couples more than I remember the name of their books. So you have Aries and Raven in book 1, Luca and Valentina in book 3, uh, Dion and oh my gosh, I just read this book, guys. Why can't I remember? I can't remember Dion's wife's name. I just read this book last month, y'all. But regardless, the series is great. Maybe because Dion wasn't my favorite couple, him and his wife. They were my favorite. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy the story. And besides just being arranged, everybody's story is a little different, but similar because they're the same family. They kind of grow up with the same kind of swag to them. And I consider this a billionaire romance. So yes, so that's next on our list. The next thing that we have is and that's one of my book club books. So me and my closest friends, we read 2 books a month together. That is the first one. The second one is going to be Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. Honestly, y'all, I don't know what this book about. Couldn't tell you. Don't care. It's a Frida book. Me and my friends are obsessed with Frida books. I know you're thinking they're not really that good. We like them. We like them. I had to see if my mom read this book because she went and over summer she started kind of reading too, mostly listening to audiobooks. But I know she did like a lot of Frida books, like back to back, which for me is crazy. My little brain can't handle all of that. The twists and the turns and unrevealing of secrets. So I need to see if she read this one, because if not, she can read it with us because she loves Frida too. So we have that. Don't know. I'll let you guys know if it's a win or not. Because at this point, Frida's probably due not so good book for me because I've pretty much liked everything we read. But we'll see if this is it. The next one that's on my list is Secure in the Arms of a Thug by Tatum James. Now, this is an urban fiction book. Urban fiction is typically not my jam, but my resolution, my goal in 2025 is to read more urban fiction, give it a fair shake. So this would be my first one of this year, but my second one in like the last 4 months. Yeah, I don't think I read one last month. Yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna see. The cover is fabulous. That is a good looking man on this cover. First of all, if you know anything for me, Chelsea, a good cover sucks me in. A good cover with beautiful people. Okay? That's a good looking man. That's kind of how the Windsor series actually got me because it was pretty and flowers, and I love just flowers. So a good cover is how you get me. Um, talked about that one, that one, that one. Okay, we have two more left. My next book is Corrupt from Penelope Douglas. I have never read any of Penelope Douglas's books. I can't remember if she was a author that people had an issue with or not, but I do know that I did get that book on a Stuff Your Kindle day, and it kind of the synopsis kind of gives me a dark romance vibe. Um, basically, yeah, it gives dark romance. So we're going to see if I like it. I've heard of her. I've just never read none of her stuff. And we're gonna see if dark romance is my thing. I don't typically. I'm trying to think. Read back. I don't think I've read any actually dark romances last year when I started. I started reading actually February last year. Wow, it's been a year. I don't think I've actually read like a true dark romance. So we'll see. We'll see. I read fantasy, but I don't really count those as dark romances. So we have that one. And then the last book on my list is Owned by Siren Crow and G.L. Thomas. This was a stuff your Kindle find for me. I can't tell you exactly when I got it, but I know I got it sometime last year. And the cover is what got me. First of all, beautiful cover, beautiful woman. And then, not gonna lie, the author's name Siren. I love sirens. I love mermaids. I love banshees. I love anything that has to deal with luring people, songstresses. That's my gem. And I know that's not the character's name, that's the author's name. But between what the cover looks like, the name, and then trying to read more black fantasy authors this month in Black History Month, that is why that is selected. Now, I will say this. None of these books are read in a particular order. This is where mood reading for me comes in. And these are why I call these are not, I know I said it's February TBR, but I really call these monthly hopefuls, February hopefuls, because I sit down and figure out what I want to read towards the end of each month. And of course, if I sit down and try to figure this out the 27th, the 28th, I'm going to be at a different place the 15th, the 3rd, the 22nd. So these are kind of the things that I want to hit, but I kind of do a diverse catalog. I have two black fantasy books. I have an urban fiction. I have a thriller slash suspense. I got a dark romance. I just have a romance slash smut. So I try to give myself a variety because I never know what I'm in the mood for. And these are read in no particular order, just kind of what I'm feeling. I did start with Unshaken because I've been eyeing these. They've been popping up on my Kindle as like things you should try based off of what you read. And I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to read an academia. I love academia books, but sometimes they can be a little annoying. But Unshaken, I will say, is kind of like a college level academia. She's over the age of 20, so it's adults. So I think that may be the sweet spot for me because I like a school setting. I like them all focused on one or two things, but like having forced to be together, like on the same grounds. But that she's an adult, I can probably dig it. But like high school and minor, sometimes I'll be like, I don't have time for this like immaturity, this lack of decision making, because that's what a YA book is. So that's my February hopefuls. This is supposed to be a quick video, guys, because I have a lot of reading to do, and I want to get this up same day that I recorded. As always, you're more than welcome to share your what you want me to try to read underneath this video. I have shorts on YouTube. You can also follow me on TikTok because it is still around at the recording and posting of this video. with the same name, Pages of Chelsea. You can also, if you're like, no, I'm not a TikTok person, I am on Instagram with the same name, Pages of Chelsea, so you can find me easily. Or you can just chit chat here. There's a community tab. There's whatever. And if you want more recommendations, let me know. I'm working on some things. And if you just want to talk books, reach out to me on those platforms. I have a Discord that is by invite only. So if you want to talk books, but you're not really a social media person, just message me or ask for the link in the comments and I'll post it and give it to you. Well, thank you for hanging out. Go read a book. I'm going to go edit this, post this, and read a book. But I want you guys to have a good Thursday. And I'll see you guys at the end of the month. Bye.